Hey, welcome back into another Hotel Architect here on Simulated Mind. We're still taking a look at the upcoming management update, which so far I have been really enjoying. I really appreciate the layers to this update when it comes to the skill system and how you have to interact with people's behaviors and everything else. It's just really coming together quite nicely. Now, in the last episode, I've been pushing and pushing, and until the last episode was constantly pushing for 4 stars. We're still stuck at 3. So I have one last ditch effort to do, and if that doesn't work, we're going to jump over to Santorini. I actually already started a hotel here, so we should be pretty good to go. I have a bar set up, I have all the rooms and AC set up, among a couple other different things, just to help with the initial aesthetic of the hotel and everything else, so we can start getting some money in a little bit quicker. So let's go ahead and try Sweden first. We'll dive on in and see what we can do about that 4-star rating. All right. Now, I did work off my initial 2 loans from the last episode, and I grabbed another one because, well, I needed it. So there you go. But I was able to pay off the 2 loans and get an achievement for it. So that was awesome. Also, I did go through the hotel and just continued to add on additional aesthetics that add on more attractiveness, just really hoping that we can figure out a way of getting this 4-star. So far, it's still nothing yet. Like, bedrooms are basically maxed out. The only problem is room value and size, which everything is upgraded. So I don't know what I can do about the rooms. And then size-wise, we don't have enough plot of land, and so there's not a heck of a lot we can do without really overhauling everything. Seating is pretty much maxed out. I mean, it is the overall rating, at least. We have entertainment, though, still stuck at 3. Refreshments still stuck at 3, no matter how much we add on, no matter what we do. And then on top of that, toilets are maxed out, sleep quality, body wash is maxed out. We finally have the restaurant up to 4 stars now. The only thing we need to increase is our customer service. So I have done some more skill training and things like that, so hopefully that will help, and we'll see a 4-star there, maybe, but so far it hasn't really budged. And then, of course, with the gym, we have variation maxed out, size maxed out. The only problem is availability. So I guess with this, it would be maybe adding on a few additional pieces of equipment so that more things are available. And of course, we can't do the bar or the spa until 4-star and 5-star ratings. So we'll see what happens here. But what I'm hoping to do here is actually add a hallway here, bring it all the way down, and then turn this into an arcade and maybe eventually a bar if we ever get that far. So let's go ahead and add on. We need to start with the foundation first. So we're going to drive this all the way down. I think of how we can do this. Okay, yeah, so let's drive it all the way down there. Or do we want to... We could save money, because we don't need a massive hallway, right? We really just need up to here. And then this could be all the bar/arcade. And then from there, we just need an opening here. Pop that there. Then we could do... Want to do a fancy door? Let's see. Yeah, we'll pop a door here. Now, this person's not going to appreciate an arcade and a bar here, let me tell you. With their bedroom being right there. But we're just going to pretend that everything is super insulated and hope for the best. Now, mind you, though, people aren't up late. Like, pretty much they're... Like, you might have some stragglers around, like 8 a.m. or 8 p.m., 9 p.m. But otherwise, you're not really having to worry about too much. So I think we'll be okay. Fingers crossed. So with that, let's go ahead and get our construction crew here. Or, no, we want material site somewhere nearby. Somewhere that's not in the way. Oh, Well, we could do a material site here. That's as close as I can get it right now without putting it in someone's bedroom. I'm sure they'd appreciate that, right? Absolutely. 100%. Okay, let's go ahead and speed things up. So now, once we get the floor in, we can then zone for a... Well, actually, what would we zone it as? Ooh. I don't really know, actually. What would we zone it as? The bar without a bar? No, that doesn't make any sense. Laundry room, restaurant, kitchen. Oh, man. Another reception? But then people be coming up here for a receptionist, and that's weird. Oh, man. Well, I had an idea, and then it suddenly crumbled. Because there's no, like, arcade. Or, like, a game room, or, like... I'm trying to think of what other space you could consider it as. Like a waiting room area, or like a... I don't know, like a hangout. Because there are rooms in hotels like that, right? Like, there's usually a space or two where you can sit, hang out. Maybe there's a TV there. Maybe there is, for example, games. Maybe there is... like books and stuff for reading. I guess we could denote it as a conference room. Oh, See, now I'm curious. This has me very, very curious. Hold on. Pause everything for a second. So if we go to conference room... How do we benefit from a conference room? So snack tables add extra attractiveness. It's a place for more seating. But other than that, it doesn't really do much. Unless we charge for it or something, like someone pays us a flat rate to use it. And we have to zone it, right? Well, actually we don't have to zone it. Because if you look at... Yeah, because I feel like the hallways aren't zoned for anything. So maybe we'll be okay, actually. Fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best here. So if that is the case, and they'll just come to stuff because they know it's here. You know what? Let's actually get rid of the door. Yes, let's get rid of the door. Ah, okay. We're winging it. We're doing it live. So we're going to add the stone flooring here. We're going to add some interesting wallpaper. I just don't know what. Do you want to just do white? Maybe we just do white for the hallways. We'll do something fun on the inside. Alright, so walls. White. It's clean. It's sterile. Or something. Okay, so the floor in here. Wait a minute, that's a +3. What is the... What do I have in here? I have just straight floorboards, right? Oh, it's a +3 as well. Okay, well, that's fine. I would say if it was different, I would just upgrade the flooring in the gym, too. Ooh, that's a +5. Okay. Some nice wooden flooring. We're vibing. What can we do? What else can we do? Ooh, that's some funky wallpaper right there. Tiles? No, that's weird. Wallpaper +2. Halloween. Heck yeah. It's always Halloween. This panel, which I believe is part of the Chinese New Year set. What else do we have? Tile. Oh, that's marble. Marble. Well, I guess marble tiles. Let's see. Why is the half panel +3? It always looks like so old-fashioned to me. Maybe that's just me, though. Ooh. Well, We're doing a light floor. We probably want darker walls, maybe? Or maybe lighter. I'm way overthinking this for a video game, but let's see. Do we want to do blue? Maybe we do this wallpaper with like blue? Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da? You know what? Sure. Let's do this. I'm sorry, lady. I know we woke you up. I'm so sorry. I'm going to the gym at 11 p.m. Oh yeah, she's taking her aggression out. She may have woke up, but she's paying us $3 a punch, so beneficial to us. It really does benefit you to do construction work during the day. Don't do it at night like I am. But I've been planning this for such a long time that I'm just like, no, I want to do this. I want to get it done with. Okay, we need another material site, so let's just pump that right there. Alright, then once the flooring goes in, we should hopefully be able to add everything else in. Why is that concrete? That's very strange. Alright, let's try to fix that. Kind of feel like Palpatine with this woman. I'm just like, yes, let the hatred fuel you. AKA, keep paying me $3 a punch. Your rating might be low, but we're making money off of you. It's fine. That's so weird. I did the hold shift to select all, but for some reason, I'm missing a few bits of the wall here. Let's make sure we get that. Awesome, awesome. Also, I was thinking about this. We might need another maintenance person because of all the tech stuff that we have in here that will most likely need to get fixed. Okay, we need seating as well, but let's get the entertainment in. Because right now, I'm just desperate to get entertainment in at this point. So that we hopefully have enough variety. Well, if we add a pool table, that might help. So if we did put it there, it'd be right there. We could do TVs there. And there. That way they can all watch the news. There it is, the news. Building on fire. Construction workers. Live report. I swear, if I get told I don't have enough variety, and that there's nothing here for people, I'm going to pull my hair out. You won't see it because I don't use a cam. At least not anymore. But, trust me, it'll happen. Okay. What else do we want to do? Piano? Huh? Just jam that in there? No, let's see. Golf simulation. Hot dang. Surf simulator. That is insane. Tanning bed, because... yeah, well, that goes in the spa anyway, but that's funny. We should put some seating in here, because I'm sure there will be complaints. So... put something there. We'll put... let's put a chair here. Put another chair there. Entertainment. Okay, we need another arcade machine. We'll put it there. Hey, look! People are already coming in and using it. Nice. What else do we want to do here? Here, hold on. Let's pause and just set this up. So that way we're not paying for stuff over time here. We're just placing and then we let everything rip. Love like the random hawk or eagle screech every once in a while. Okay, refreshments. Da 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 da. Can we put that in here? No, it has to be conference room. Okay, so let's do soda. Let's do snack. Let's do coffee. And what else do we want to do? Anything else? We'll probably need, like, stuff on the walls here. Stuff on the walls in here. I'm thinking a carpet maybe, too. This one's massive, so this would work pretty well, I think. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. This is unbelievable, by the way. A touch of cubism. 75K. But it's plus 39 attractiveness. Now, I don't know, actually, if attractiveness shows up anywhere. I have no clue. We see cash flow. And we see income and costs. We see everything, you know, what's being cleaned, if any staff have resigned, vomit, ghosts, casino earnings, total liabilities. I'm sorry, what? But yeah, I don't see anything about, like, attractiveness. It would be nice to, like, I don't know, get, like, maybe a better breakdown of, like, okay, like, these are the ratings for attractiveness. This is what we're looking for. Like, on this map, 1,000 attractiveness is, like, a C. 10,000 attractiveness is, like, an A+ or something, right? And this is where you fall in that. Kind of like the credit score thing. Like, I think it would be really nice to see that. Because otherwise I'm just, like, just randomly throwing stuff up on a wall hoping that something works, you know? So having a little bit more specificity in the reporting, I think, would be a really nice thing to have. Nope, not refreshments. Let's do waste management, actually. Might not be a bad thing. Les bin. A receptacle. Spectacular receptacle. Put that there. Art and decorative. Oh, that's right. I unlocked the Greek pillar thanks to doing Santorini, which is really cool. So I love the fact that with each map, there are different challenges to do, and you unlock different items, and then those items can go to any map. So there is some, like, sort of, like, cyclicalness of the game, where it's like, okay, cool, I went through, like, 3 maps, I unlocked a bunch of stuff, cool, let's go back to the previous map and see how we can change things up design-wise, if you so decide to, you know? That's really cool. Otherwise, it's still there for you during sandbox mode, which is also very cool. Could put a plant somewhere in here, maybe. I'm always a fan of plants, but I feel like wall decor is going to benefit us more right now, just because floor space is pretty limited. We can put that there. What else do we want to do? Art. You know what? Let's do this one. That one's fun and exciting. Okay. Cool. I feel like we have just about everything we need. Trash, seating, entertainment, drinks, snacks. Some attractiveness, some entertainment with the TV. We actually put a mini bar in here. That'd be actually kind of funny. probably can't place it. It probably has to be in a room, but I am curious. Hot chocolate machine and ice cream machine. Okay. Think of what else I could view to see what I can add in here. Entertainment. Yeah, we have the 2 TVs. About as good as we can get there. Art and decorative. Carpets and curtains. Now, we could add a window. Maybe not. Maybe don't do window. You know what? For right now, no windows. Reception, gym, bar, conference room. Yeah, I really can't think of anything else. I mean, common. Let's quickly take a look at the common stuff we can choose from. Bookshelf, purely decorative item affecting attractiveness. Bookshelf. It's not a bad idea. Like, people could sit in here and read books. Again, theoretically. Yeah, that's much larger than I was expecting. Okay, never mind. We'll hold off on that. Decorative shelves. My God. Nice variety, though. I definitely dig that. Right, let's do carpet, and then... Is that long enough? Is there a longer carpet? I can't remember. I actually do not remember now. Not enough room for a lot of these items because they're all floor items. Oh, you know what? Because there aren't windows, we could do some wall lamps, right? Maybe in an arcade it feels a little out of place, but... Again, they're pretty low. I feel like they would actually be higher. Like, look how low that is. It feels like it should be 1 square up. Okay, never mind. That's a little too low. Okay, well, we can throw some artwork in here. What else do we want to do here? Anything? Something on the other wall, right? Oh, mirrors. I didn't actually think about this. We put it here somewhere? Sure, we'll put them there. Because, you know, why not? Let's see if I can find anything else we can put on the walls. It doesn't seem too absurd. You know what? An oldie but a goodie. Let's just go with this. Boom. Ready, set, and go! Suddenly they have a ton of work. Love when you move stuff. They're like, whoa, what moved that? It was a ghost. You know, I don't really think I have room in the gym for putting in more equipment. They're like, oh, the availability. But I'm like, I don't really have a lot to offer here. Because I really want to save room for the spa. If we ever get to 5 stars, which who knows. That right there is an enigma. Okay, so... Alright, let's send them home. They should be done, right? Now that I've sent them home. Yeah, okay, cool. So now we have a nice entertainment area. I like this. This is very cool. The Choco Loco chips. Gains, I guess protein bars. I don't know about the gym, if there's really anything else we can do. Because wasn't there an... Hold on. The issue was... with the gym... availability. That was the big thing. Which tells me that there are things that need to be added or duplicated so they're not taken up. The only thing I could think of would be the exercise balls. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, you know what? Let's put one there. Because we have 2 weights, I feel like that would be enough. We have 3 yoga mats. I think that's a good amount. We could put another one there, though. We just have to figure out where to put this trash. Which takes up a full square. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Yeah, the fact that even the smallest thing takes a full square is like, oof, I don't know what to do. Without it being like super weird and awkward. Let's see, but we have 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. Yeah, maybe the exercise balls, the addition of that will help. Question mark? Because I really don't want to try to expand over here because I want to use a space for a spa. Which I don't even know if it'll be enough room for a spa, but, you know, fingers crossed. We need to get some signs or something. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, what do we do to get people in here? What you doing? Staring at the painting, staring at the wall? Okay. Oh, good. You used the bin. I'm proud of you. All right, bye. I don't know. Will the pool table be enough? Will the pool table be the end-all, be-all? Because, yeah, right now, otherwise, I don't have room. Well, you know, we could move this. Because there is a water fountain here. So we could move this somewhere else. That is very doable. Is this packed or can we... That covers up the painting, which is kind of lame. Water there already. Here, you know what? Can I give it to the employees? Yeah, there we go. Well deserved. So exercise, but what else do I want to do here? Do I feel like it is the yoga mats? Do I feel like it's something? It's got to be something else, right? Why don't we move the trash here? Move that there. That there. Oh, let's pause, so we're not burning cash again. I have a bad habit of doing that. Okay, there we go there. I maximize the space as best as possible. We could do that. Put the trash there, actually. That works fine. And then we have this space here. Which, let's see. 2 treadmills, 2 rowing machines. What would be the thing that would really be holding people back? I do see a lot of people on the barbell station and the cable cross. I don't really see people on the treadmill, actually. Not really. Or on the rowing machine. I don't think I've seen a single person on the rowing machine yet. I have seen the critics use the exercise balls, so maybe adding that additional one will help. I put the boxing machine up here because, whatever. It's, you know, it's a workout in a way, right? Right? There are dumbbells. We could add more dumbbells maybe in the center. Okay, let's see here. So we get sporties and we get backpackers. These all seem to be for sporties. Oh, exercise balls are actually for sunbathers. But the critics do go for those, which is interesting. Okay, backpackers like yoga mats. Oh, that's why no one's using the rowing machines, because upper crust and brats use them. Oh. But backpackers like treadmills. Well then, okay, let's get rid of these. They're wasting my time. Get out of here. Be gone. We do not need thee. So we could do treadmills then. Can't believe I totally didn't notice that before. I was just so excited. I'm like, yeah, gym, let's do it. Because I love working out. And I am totally fine with leg day, you know? I'm one of those people. I'm not like a super fitness person where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to eat chicken, steamed broccoli, and rice every single day. And, you know, I'm going to work out for like 3 hours a day, every day kind of thing. But I do like to work out. I do like health stuff. Which I believe is actually the technical term. So, you know, there's that. So we could do another one of these and another one of these. Is that going to work? So far, yes. So far, the game is like, yeah, no, you're fine. That doesn't get into any issues with pathing. So we're going to go with it. Lovely. Okay, I don't want to hear any complaints now about not having availability for the gym. I also don't want to hear any complaints about not having enough entertainment, seating spaces, and what have you. We're at $40,000. Can we get 4 stars? If we don't get 4 stars from this and this, at this point, I feel like there's either got to be a bug or I am just being very ignorant to something very specific. So at that point, we're just going to bounce over to Santorini and check out that map. So if you haven't seen that map yet, this will be a great time.
Asuburu.
Okay, so the critic is positive. I don't understand the HP. I'm very curious on that. And I'm guessing ghosts must happen whenever like someone maybe dies and they lose all their HP. Maybe it's like a maintenance thing. Like if they play with something like an AC or something that's broken and they get zapped, which sounds terrible. But I guess that could be a thing. So far, I haven't seen it as a thing, but I'm intrigued. Okay, she ordered a drink. Clearly it arrived because our bellhop is amazing. It's 6 a.m., so we'll speed things up. Now, I don't know if everything was really done in time for her review, but we'll hope for the best. We still have upgrade points? Yes, we do. I haven't needed air conditioners, so I just haven't grabbed them. It just hasn't made sense. We don't have any room for an elevator, so it's like, no. What have guest reviews been like? Restaurant has 60%. Interesting. Bathroom 73. Bathroom 44. That's weird. Maybe it wasn't cleaned on time. This person, though, all green. Okay, let's pay back 10% of that. Lower that down. Okay. Oh, she's going around reviewing, using. Okay, great. Yep, you use those exercise balls. Work that core. Awkwardly behind that woman. Yes, good scores there. Heading for the bedroom. Bound check a what? Okay, never mind. Checking out. All right. Probably gonna be a 3-star again. I have that feeling. Taxi picking her up. 3 stars again. What now? Yeah, again, entertainment 3 stars, refreshments 3 stars. Maybe I didn't put in everything in time, but I don't know what to do. And now availability is maxed out. So she did see that though. But now she's saying, oh, not enough variation, which I'm like, what do you want? Like, we're using pretty much everything available to us except for the row machines now. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Ooh, food quality was really bad. Okay, let's take... Oh, customer service went up. Good. So food menu, good. Customer service, good. Food quality, bad. Let's take a look at the restaurant and see what the heck is going on here. What be happening? Let me see here. So let's look at the menu first.
Jaco.
So there are requirements to making these different items. Oysters, you need sensational seasoning, perfect plating. Swedish meatballs, perfect plating. Thermal vision. Lobster bisque, all 3. Now, I don't know if the cooks have all 3 of those. I know they have all of them between each other. But, yeah, they probably all... both of them will probably need all of these skills. So oysters are liked by backpackers and sporties, so that's perfect. Swedish meatballs, backpackers, upper crust. Nice. Even though we don't get them, but still. All right, let's take a look at our skill training here.
Makota Buka.
Go to Buka to Utua.
Bohili.
Okay, so you have almost everything, but you don't have sensational seasoning. Let's get that situated. Mr. Michael Pepper.
Schwarples.
And let's have you get thermal vision. That right now is a necessity.
Ooga?
Ooga ooga. Actually, you know what? Let's give digital ID handler to somebody here.
Asibab!
Yeah, so customer service is up, so that's good. That's very good. So I think it's just the cooks then at that point with the food quality. You know what, Sweepy? Let's also have you do something else here. Sprinting Pro, surface awareness, speed walking. What do we want for you? You're anxious, you're a nerd. Fantastic. What about the other cleaners? Vacuum, quick on clean surfaces, getting money for recycling, which is always awesome. Other cleaner, sweeping, mopping, recycling. Other cleaner, vacuuming, recycling,
Asada.
and burnout prevention. That's right. So, what do we want to give to you, though? No one has leadership yet, or uplifting aura, so that could help. Not a bad thing to have. And then we could also give her, like, rapid breaks or something. Let's do uplifting aura, because that'll impact the guests as well. Now, one thing I've noticed that with this management update, you really need to start watching people's moods, because for some reason, even when I don't give a new skill to a person, so to kind of backtrack a little bit, whenever you teach someone a new skill, they expect a higher salary because they know more, which is totally fair. That's how the real world should work. Does it? Well, that's another story. But ideally, people want to get paid more because they have a better education. But what I've noticed is that people are still getting upset even when I don't teach them new skills. because their salary isn't high enough. And I don't know if that is a feature or a bug. I don't know
Dago.
if that's just going to happen at random, and so you'll keep having to increase people's salary because of their level as well, or what it is. But this hasn't really been a thing, at least thus far, but now with this update,
Taka
that's what
Kridu.
I've noticed. So, not 100% sure what that's associated with. Because I know that usually they require more money if they know more. But if you haven't taught them anything, why are people still tanking in mood because they want more money? I mean, that's all of us anyway in real life, let's be real. But I'm kind of curious on that. Okay, so we'll wait 2 more in-game days and see if anything changes with the critic now that we have better trained chefs for the restaurant. And this has been here for longer, this entertainment area. And then the I guess, it's accessibility of equipment in the gym. Because otherwise, I have no idea what to do. Besides, hello Santorini, basically, at this point.
Hi.
Okay, she was upset, but she paid $358, so you know what? Don't care. Awesome. Okay, so our chefs are all good to go now with their training, so that's really good to see. This chef's has higher probability of creating exquisite... Oh, perfect. So him making the lobster bisque is huge. Perfect. Why do we have Swedish meatballs twice? Hello, oysters. There we go. And oysters. There we go. Clicked on the wrong thing by accident previously when I was looking around at stuff. Okay, so that's been corrected now. This is like the most happening hotel. Come on. We deserve an extra star. I have nothing I can upgrade into either. Like, everything is up to date. Luxurious bathing, luxurious seating, the bellhop service. Now, the other thing I could do for rooms would be to add more room service. We only have 2 so far, here and here, but they're also our largest rooms. So we actually have room for the table, because the table is massive. And I don't know what else to do for the smaller rooms. Like, I wish there was something smaller for room service, but I mean, everything is 1 square no matter what. But, you know what? Let me actually see. Let's see. Room service would be staff room. Where art thou? Recent. No, not reception. Well, I guess if we could just go through the room, we'll eventually see it. Question mark? Nope. 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 I don't know what I just moved, but I moved it. Reception, or not reception, but what is this thing? What is this thing called? Room service table. Plus, it actually adds on 10 to attractiveness. Jeez. Should I just put it in the bathroom and call it a day? You know what? I might just do that, to be honest. Like, for these bathrooms, they're so huge. Screw it. Go to the bathroom, and while you're on the toilet or taking a bath, just call room service for food. You know what? We're going there. We're going there with it. That's how we roll. I'm thinking that is how we roll. Actually, you know what? I could put a plant in this bathroom. It's so flippin' huge. There. You get a plant. And you get a plant. Everyone's getting plants. Where is this room service? Carpets, refreshments. No. Reception. How else? What did I just do? What did I just play? No, no, go away. Jeez. Anyway.
Tanka Credu.
All right, let's just try. You know, the critic's going to be here by the time I finally figure this out. Here we go. Room service table. I can't even put it in the bathroom. No, there's room in the bathroom. Come on. Oh, no. No, no, no. Okay, hold on. We got this. We got this. We don't got this. Can I move? I can't move you in there, can I? And I can't move this in here. Starting to talk like them now. Randomly, we can put a bookshelf in the bathroom. Aha. How much attractiveness are we getting? Plus 10, huh? You know, we're getting the same thing with the room service table. All right, bookshelves are going. They don't all... It's weird because some of these things I feel like should also provide a bit of entertainment. Like, I think there should be, like, items with dual categories. Where it's, like, attractiveness, but also entertainment. Like, that would be really cool. It doesn't have to be high, right? Just a little bit, but I think that would be nice to have. All right, we're getting rid of bookshelves. You guys aren't reading. Don't pretend like you are. Okay, you all don't even have room. I don't know what's going to happen there. All the rooms except for you two get room service. Good luck, have fun. Do-do-do to you too. Alright, let's see. Yeah, she was not happy about someone coming into her room and ripping stuff out. Not that I can blame her. There. There. Okay, they still have to remove that one, but they have this one. There. Bellhop's gonna be super busy now. Hopefully. You're fine. Stuff it. Oh, actually, we could expand out the gym by a few tiles if we really feel like we need to. Have an overhang over the front. What are we going to do here? That blocks the bathroom door there. That's not great. Yeah. Dang it. Oh, we could put it there. They'll just walk through. They'll clip through the table. Which just seems silly. Well, you know what? That's what you get for getting economy rooms. Table. Okay, so we're still waiting on the last two tables. Or 3 tables, something like that. 2 tables. Boop, there we go. I mean, it does behoove us anyway to add these tables for food service or room service because of the fact that we're just making more money that way. It adds a solid amount of attractiveness, but we're also earning cash from it. So that's a lot better than a bookshelf at that point. Okay, are you guys just hanging out now? Everyone taken care of except for you two because, well, that's what happens. Okay, it seems like it. Can I get rid of this rock, actually? I wonder if I can build out. Because the thing is, if we built out, I could shift things a bit. And that way there would be room for a table here. And it would be larger. A larger room. This room, though, not happening unless... Man, yeah, we'd have to shift so much over. Plus, I think these rocks are in the way. Let me see. Yes, they are. Like, the only other thing I can think of, which is not a terrible thing, but if we want higher stars for the rooms, because they need to be quote-unquote bigger, we could just outright make this a room. Move everything from here into here, make an opening here, and then that way this is all one room. So one room, and then one room. Because barely anyone uses this anyway. The only reason why I kept it was because I was seeing a few people randomly using it. I was like, well, okay. Yeah, like, oh, nope, not her. Okay. But I was originally. But now I'm like, well, heck, if people are complaining about rooms and room service makes us more money, and these two rooms don't have it, then like it only makes sense to make this into this room technically, and then put an opening here and expand. We can actually change this out from a bathroom to part of the bedroom. So we make openings all the way through here, because I don't know how to delete walls. If anyone knows how to delete a wall, please let me know. I've been trying to figure it out, and I can't. You can delete a zone, a single object, an item, or delete everything, but I can't find how to get rid of a wall. So if that was an option, that would be amazing. And maybe it is somewhere. But yeah, we could turn this into a bedroom, make the bed pop up more here, and then we could put a room service table in here, and then we would just make the opening here as well. Yeah, so they would have room. This would be a wall. We'd get rid of the door here. And then from there, we would expand and put everything from here into here. I think that would work. Or like we would expand this into this. So like we would keep this for a room and then make this into a room. That's actually probably the better idea. Is just move this, make this into part of the room here, this square, and then keep this as the bathroom, but then make this into a bedroom or into a room. And then just get rid of all this stuff. Get rid of all this stuff. And then from there, this room would turn into a part of this room. And we would just open it up here and probably keep this bathroom here. There isn't actually a lot of crazy stuff we'd have to do technically. And we could just move the door here and then, or just keep that door actually, yeah, and just make a wall there. So yeah, we could actually pull that off. That is doable.
Hello.
Skeptical. 4-star. Why? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. So if we still get 3 stars here, I think off video, off recording, I will try to maneuver the rooms around here and see what I can do on my own time to see if I can't get that 1 additional star. If it still does not happen, then we will just do Santorini on the next episode. Because at this point, we've tried just about everything. Okay, so we're breezing through the day. 3 p.m. right now, day 63. We have as much in the gym as possible with what people do. Like, you see, and that's the weird thing too. If the critic is looking at the gym, by the way, and going, oh, there's not enough variety because you don't like have a rower. Well, why would I have a rower when we don't have those type of people coming in to use it? Because no one's using it. Because all we get is sporty people and backpackers. And they don't use the rowing machine. So that also might be something where they have to tweak the critics a little bit on the back end to see if they can register that. That might be another thing.
A blue?
Well, while we're flying through here, just so you know, not only are we doing the Hotel Architect series, but we are doing the Pawn Planet series on Simulated Mind here. So if you want to check out a really fun, quirky business management game that involves you running a pawn shop in space with some really crazy items and even crazier customers, then make sure to check that out. I have multiple episodes from Early Access all the way now to 1.0. And it's been a lot of fun. So make sure to check that on out. Also, I have another channel which is called Mind TV. And that link is in the description section, but there you can check out a bunch of games. I cover a lot of roguelites, some horror games, and RPGs on that channel as well, and a lot of co-op content that I tend to do with DJ Evocation. Did I not get rid of the window here? I guess I didn't. I didn't realize there was a window here even. That's kind of funny. I'll have to get rid of that. It was being covered, so I didn't see it. Well, technically it adds value, so who the heck cares, you know? Whatever. You know what? Let's... Nope, I didn't want to do that. Oh, you can't change the style of the window frame. You can customize it initially, but once you place it... See, now that would be another thing to think about, too. Like, you can do that with furniture, with curtains and stuff, where you can change the look. But you can't change the look of the window frames once it's set. It'd be kind of nice if you could. I mean, just from like a quality of life perspective. In reality, no, that doesn't work. But from a quality of life, that would be kind of nice too. Because like I just noticed that I was like, I started doing blue, but initially I had white, and yeah. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a party. Heading for the bedroom. So positive, that's good. Impressed by the attractiveness, ordering drink. Now she's heading out, waiting for the taxi. There we go. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Yeah, at this point, I don't know what to do. We have max seating everywhere, so the fact that they're like, oh, item tier is not high enough doesn't make sense to me. We even added on a pool table, and we're still getting 3 stars for variation, 3 stars for availability, even though we have that whole room with arcade games and stuff. So that doesn't make any sense. We did course correct with the restaurant, though. This is completely maxed out now. We fixed the customer service through skills, and we fixed the food quality through skills, which is huge. The gym... We have everything from size to availability now. Availability's up, which is good. Variation, there's not a lot we can do. I mean, we can add machines in there, but they're going to be machines that no one uses, like the rowing machine, so what's the point? But yeah, so it's really just entertainment and refreshments, which I feel like they're looking for the spa and for the bar, but we can't get those until we get 4 stars, so I don't know what else to do. And we have the maxed item tier for seating, so I don't know what else to do there. Like, we should be getting ideally 5 stars there. I mean, let me look around. I believe we have top quality. Yeah, there's nothing to upgrade here. Okay, we could upgrade that, I guess. There we go. So there are a few places that we could upgrade. A few seats that don't fall into quote-unquote a room, a specific room, so you can't just select the room and then upgrade. So there is that. Let me upgrade that, that. Yeah, that can't be upgraded. Everything's upgraded here. Everything's upgraded here, here. Yes, the only seating that wasn't upgraded was here in this room. But even then, before that, we were still getting 4 out of 5 stars. But it seems like because of this armchair here and this armchair here, potentially. Okay, you're upset. Let's pay you more so you're happy.
Koofy Gigi.
Right back at you.
Karma Porta.
Shoot-a-boom.
What's up?
Watson apples?
About to leave the hotel. Oh no, what? Why did he keep going so low though?
Ice aid. Fish woo?
Huh. Okay, yeah, I don't know then. I'm at a loss for words on the chef thing. That kept going down even though I kept upping his salary, so... Alright. Could be another thing where I missed something? Or bug or feature? I have no idea with this update. Okay. Avant-garde vegan. Avant-garde vegan. Well, now we have to hire someone else real quick. Creative chef. Leadership. Hire. Yeah, we need someone to replace who we had, so... At this point, though...
Deco.
Now we have to train her in those skills again. Oy. Alright. Train and... Thermal vision, and then we'll get perfect plating at 10. Can we unlearn a skill? No, we can't. Okay. So if they come with skills, you're stuck with it. Which sometimes is nice because it saves you time and money. And then... So the chef left. So did he quit? Because let's see here. I don't see him now, right? Well, I will say that in the first 65 days, that's been the only person to quit. Everyone else has been actually very happy. For some reason, though, his mood kept going down, and I kept noticing it. And I'm like, okay, I upped your salary. You went to, like, indifferent mood or whatever. There were no complaints on attractiveness or anything like that, which would then bring down the mood, too. So it's like, I don't know what happened there. But it just really dropped very suddenly. So... That's fine, though. That's good. We're okay. We have another chef. They're learning as much as they can right now, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, we're still stuck in 3 stars, so I don't know what to do there. What I'll try to do, though, is I will try to expand and play around with this space here and do everything off video, and then see if I can't get the star rating to 4. If I still can't, I'm just going to have to move on, and we'll have to check out Santorini. But thank you so very much for hanging on out and for testing things out with me in Hotel Architect, especially with the management update. Really do appreciate it. If you love what you see, make sure to subscribe for free so you can get notified when more videos go live. But take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to hanging out with you in the next one.